We upload videos every single day, so make sure you subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and share our videos.
Imagine it is Valentine's Day, the 14th of February, 2026. You are trapped inside a U-Haul van, held against your will by your ex-boyfriend. You are already hurt, bruised, bloody, barefoot, and shaking from fear and pain. Every second feels like it could be your last. In one desperate moment, you manage to wrench the door open and run, limping, barefoot across a cold parking lot, straight into the nearest store, screaming for help. The workers inside do not hesitate. They lock the door, call 911, stand guard, and keep the man chasing you at bay until police arrive. Minutes later, he is in cuffs after a short chase. This is not a movie scene. It is the real-life survival story of a 32-year-old woman in Butler, Pennsylvania, who turned a nightmare into a rescue thanks to the quick thinking of ordinary people at Butler Tobacco and Grocery. Today on Team Tiggio Court TV, we go through every verified detail: the alleged assault and kidnapping inside the van, the dramatic escape captured on surveillance video, the heroic actions of the store employees, the injuries she endured, the full list of serious charges against Kenneth Clarke, current status of the investigation, and why this case is such a powerful reminder that domestic violence can escalate to life-threatening levels, and that everyday heroes can make the difference between tragedy and survival. Stay with me as we explore this story of courage under pressure. The incident began earlier on Saturday, the 14th of February, 2026, in Butler, Pennsylvania, quiet town about 35 miles north of Pittsburgh. According to the Butler Township Police Department and witness statements, the 32-year-old victim, name withheld for privacy and safety reasons, was allegedly kidnapped and physically assaulted by her ex-boyfriend, 35-year-old Kenneth Clarke of Butler. Police say Clarke had taken her against her will sometime that morning, or early afternoon, assaulted her inside the rented U-Haul van he was driving, and was attempting to transport her to another location against her will. Around 3:15 p.m., the van pulled into the parking lot of Butler Tobacco and Grocery on North Main Street. In a moment of opportunity, the woman escaped from the passenger side. Store surveillance video, later released publicly, shows her stumbling and limping barefoot across the asphalt, blood visible on her face and clothing, clearly in distress. She pushes through the front door, immediately crying out to the employees, "He is kidnapping me. Call the police. Help!" The store workers reacted instantly, and without hesitation. One employee later told KDKA News. She came running in shaking, shoeless, bloody, and crying hysterically. She said, "He is kidnapping me." Relocked the front door right away and got on the phone with 911. Another associate positioned himself at the entrance to physically block access, while the woman was guided to a safer area in the back of the store. Within seconds, Kenneth Clarke entered the store looking for her. The employees confronted him directly, telling him police were already on the way and refusing to let him pass them. Faced with that resistance and knowing officers were en route, Clarke turned around, returned to the U-Haul van, and drove off. Butler Township Police arrived within minutes and immediately began pursuing the van. The chase was brief. Officers performed a controlled stop a short distance away using standard pursuit tactics. Clarke was taken into custody without further resistance or injury to officers or bystanders. The woman was treated at the scene by paramedics for visible injuries and transported to Butler Memorial Hospital for a full evaluation. Medical reports confirmed facial trauma, bruising and swelling, multiple cuts and lacerations, significant bruising on her neck and arms, consistent with strangulation, and other injuries from blunt force assault. She was later released and continues outpatient treatment and has been connected with domestic violence support services. Kenneth Clarke was booked into the Butler County Prison that same day. As of February 17, 2026, he faces a stack of serious felony and misdemeanor charges, including kidnapping. Felony 1. punishable by up to 20 years in state prison. Aggravated assault, felony. 1. Serious bodily injury, also carrying up to 20 years. Strangulation, felony. 2. Carries a maximum sentence of 10 years. Terroristic threats, felony. 3. Up to 7 years. Simple assault, misdemeanor 2. Up to 2 years. The penalty for unlawful restraint, misdemeanor 1, is up to 5 years. Additional charges related to the chase, fleeing or eluding police, reckless endangerment, and traffic violations. He is currently being held without bail pending a preliminary hearing. The Butler County District Attorney's Office has classified this as a high-priority domestic violence and kidnapping case, stating they intend to seek the maximum penalties allowed under Pennsylvania law. The employees at Butler Tobacco and Grocery have been widely praised as heroes. Their immediate actions, locking the door, calling police without delay, physically standing between the suspect and the victim, and keeping calm under pressure, almost certainly prevented further harm and possibly saved her life. A woman has expressed deep gratitude through family members and advocates, saying the workers' courage gave her the chance to survive and get help. This case shines a stark light on the terrifying escalation that can occur in domestic violence situations. Ex-partners refusing to accept the end of a relationship can turn to abduction, strangulation, and threats, crimes that too often end tragically. Pennsylvania has strong protective order laws, protection from abuse orders, mandatory arrest policies for domestic assault, and enhanced penalties for strangulation, recognized as a serious predictor of homicide. But enforcement and safety often depend on the victim escaping to a safe place and getting immediate help, as this woman did by running into a public business. The investigation remains active. Police are reviewing U-Haul rental records, who rented it, when, and any additional drivers. Interior evidence from the van, signs of struggle, blood, restraints. Store surveillance footage from multiple angles. Witness statements from customers and employees. Medical and forensic reports, injuries, toxicology if applicable. Any prior history between Clarke and the victim, protective orders, previous incidents. No additional suspects have been identified, and authorities have not released further details pending the ongoing probe. What do you think about this incredible rescue? Should every retail store have active shooter domestic violence training for employees? Have you or someone you know escaped a dangerous situation thanks to strangers stepping in? Share your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one and appreciate the conversation. If you found this story of survival, quick thinking, and real heroism inspiring, please hit the like button and subscribe to Team Tiggio Court TV for more compelling real-life rescue stories, domestic violence cases, kidnapping escapes, and justice updates. Turn on notifications so you never miss a case that shows both the worst and the best in humanity. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, know your exits, and see you in the next one. See you in the next one. See you in the next one.